This is M. Sambaraj, Assistant Professor, Institute of Aeronautical Engineering College. Today, we are going to start Simple Interest. Chapter name Interest. Subtopics. Number 1, Simple Interest. Number 2, Compound Interest. And the relation between simple interest and compound interest. Now, first topic name simple interest. Concept of the topic: simple interest means simple and compound interest means complex. Why it is simple and why it is complex? Simple interest means principal amount is constant throughout the year. Compound interest principal amount is not constant. That is only one difference between simple interest and compound interest. Next, simple interest method. That entire topic depending only one method, PT or by 100. Compound interest depending only time period, it's not unique. When compounded yearly, compounded quarterly, compounded half yearly. Complex means simplification is very lengthy. The type of questions belongs to compound interest. Compound interest method, amount is P into 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power of T. Suppose principal amount to 100, time 5, rate of interest 10, then amount is equal to 100 into 1 plus 10 by 100 whole to the power of 5. That method lengthy and complex, but same as simple interest, PT or by 100, simple calculation 100 into 10 into 5 by 100. Simple interest we can calculate only SI is equal to principal amount into time into rate of interest by 100. In compound interest, first we calculate amount, next compound interest, where compound interest is amount minus principal amount. This is about the difference between simple interest and compound interest. Now, we'll start simple interest concept. A concept of the topic, first point, principal amount is not constant, number 1. Number 2, simple interest per 1 year is equal to compound interest per 1 year up to 1 year, interest same, but when compounded yearly. Third point, simple interest is equal to PT or by 100, where P principal amount or sum indicate principal amount, T time in year or rate of interest per annum or indicate rate of interest per annum, T indicate time in year, P sum. Condition, a rate of interest and time are converted into a same units. Suppose rate of interest per month is given, time convert into a month. Rate of interest per annum is given, time convert into a year. Notation, month convert into a year, it is divisible by 12. Month convert into a year, divisible by 12. Year convert into a month, multiplied by 12. Next, fourth point, amount is equal to principal amount plus simple interest, or simple interest is equal to amount minus P. Next, fifth point, when rate of interest R1 percentage in first year, R2 percentage in second year, and R3 percentage in third year respectively, then simple interest after 3 years P into R1 plus R2 plus R3 by 100, where T1 is equal to T2 is equal to T3 is equal to 1 year. When time is constant, then simple interest is equal to P into R1 plus R2 plus R3 by 100. This is about simple interest topic concept. This entire topic depending only one concept, that is PT or by 100. Just consider only multiplication. And also important, conversion important. All the statements are converted into a one platform. Next, to apply the formula, that is answer of the given problem. Next, examples in simple interest. First example, what will be the simple interest on rupees 4,000 at 12 1/2 percentage per annum for the period from 4th February 2005 to 18th February 2005? Option A 215, B 120, C 200, D 100. Here what will be the simple interest? Calculate simple interest. We know that simple interest is equal to PT or by 100. PT or by 100, where P indicate sum or principal amount. Here on indicate principal amount 4,000. Rate of interest 12 1/2. 12 into 1/2, 25/2. Next, time duration 4th February 2005 to 18th April 2005. Calculate total number of days. A 24th ordinary year contains, February month contains only 24 days. Next, March month contains 31 days. April month consider up to 18 days only. Therefore, total number of days 24 plus 31 55 plus 18 73. Total number of days 73. But rate of interest per annum indicate 1 year. Rate of interest 1 year is given. Then time convert into a 1 year. Days convert into a year divisible by 365. Ordinary year divisible by 365. Leap year divisible by 366. 2005 is an ordinary year. The denominator write only 365. This is about time. You substitute the above formula where P 4,000, time 73 by 365, 1/5, 73 into 1, 73 into 5. Rate of interest 12 1/2, 25/2 by 100. Your next simplification. Here 5 into 1, 5 into 5, 5 into 5, 25. Here 2 into 8. So 2 into 8, 40. 2 into 8. Here 4,000 into 25/2 into 1/5. 1/5 divisible by 100 is equal to 20 into 500. Option D only correct. A remaining part only simplification. Here important only conversion method only important. Here conversion method, days convert into a year 365 divisible by 365. Next, year convert into days multiplied by 365. Ordinary year 365. leap year 366. The first example solution option D only correct. Next, second example, at what rate of interest per annum will a sum of money double itself in 8 years? A 5%, B 7%, C 10%, D 12.5%. A double. At what rate of interest per annum will a sum of money double? Suppose principal amount is equal to P. Sum indicate principal amount. Double indicate amount is equal to 2P. We know that simple interest is equal to amount minus principal amount. Then simple interest amount to 2P minus P is equal to P. Next formula, SI is equal to PT or by 100, where P is equal to P, SI is equal to P, time duration 8, calculate rate of interest per annum. Here next R is equal to 100 by 8, 100 by 8 12.5% per annum, option D only correct. Here important only two concepts. First concept, amount is equal to principal amount plus simple interest. Simple interest amount minus P. Next, simple interest is equal to PT or by 100. Using that formula, calculate R is 12.5%, option D only correct. Next, third example, number 3. A certain sum of money at a certain rate of interest becomes double in 7 years. It will become 3 times in dash years. A 42, B 49, C 56, D 65. Same as previous example, double indicate amount is equal to 2P. Sum means principal amount. A principal amount not given. Rate of interest also not given. Time duration only 7 years. That point only given. Method. Let P is equal to P. Next amount double is equal to 2P. Then simple interest amount minus P. 2P minus P is equal to P. Next, SI is equal to PT or by 100. Here P is equal to P. SI is equal to P. Time 7 years. Find rate of interest R. Here PP get cancelled. Then R is equal to 100 by 7. This is first equation. Second equation, it will become 3 times. Similarly, let P is equal to P, amount is equal to 3P, then simple interest 3P minus P is equal to 2P. Next, simple interest is equal to PT or by 100. Simple interest to 2P, principal amount P. Find time period when rate of interest 100 by 7, divisible by 100, divisible by 100, PT or by 100, PT or by 100. Similarity terms are cancelled. Then T is equal to time here 100 cancel. Find out time period. Time period is equal to 2P. Then time period here 100 cancel. Here next 7 into 2 14. 14 only correct. Here 14 years only correct. That option not given. None of these. Here answer option D, option E only correct. 14 years only correct. This is about general procedure. But I think this is lengthy and complex method. Using 1 minute it's not sufficient. Now apply the shortcut method. This type of questions are given. Apply the method times minus 1 into number of years. Times minus 1 into number of years. 3 times 3 minus 1 into number of years 7. 2 into 7 14. 14 only correct. A easy method depends upon only second statement and time duration. Second statement 3 times 3 minus 1. Number of years 7. 2 into 7 14 years. Option E, that option not given. If not given, then select the option E, that is none of these. None of these option only correct. Next, fourth example. If A, comma B and C are such that B is the simple interest on A and C is the simple interest on B for the same time and same rate of interest, then which of the following state equation is correct? A square is equal to BC, B C square is equal to BA, B square is equal to AC, ABC is equal to 1. Here underline on indicate principal amount. First statement principal amount A, simple interest B. Next apply simple interest concept. Simple interest is equal to PT or by 100. A simple interest B, principal amount A, time rate of interest are same, T into R by 100. This is first equation. Second equation, C is the simple interest on B. B principal amount, same rate and same interest, T into R by 100. Equation number 2. Next, equation 1 divisible by 2. LHS B by C. RHS TR by 100, TR by 100 get cancelled. Remaining A by B. Then B square is equal to AC. Option C only correct. Here variable method. Here on indicate principal amount or sum. Here simple interest, the terms are given. Calculate only the relation between A, B and C by using simple interest. That this question answer is B square is equal to AC. Option C only correct. Next, fifth example. A certain sum of money amounts to rupees 1800 in 3 years and to rupees 2000 in 5 years at simple interest. Find the sum. Calculate P principal amount. Option A 1000, B 1200, C 1500, D 1700. Method. First statement, amounts only given but not principal amount. Principal amount not given, only amounts only given. First statement, amount 1800, time 3 years. Second statement, amount 2000, time 5 years. Using two equations, find principal amount, that is sum. First equation, amount 1800, time duration 3. Second, amount 2000, time 5 years. Equation 2 minus 1. Interest 200, time duration 2 years. 2 years interest 200. Calculate 1 year interest. 1 year interest 200 by 200 rupees. By using above two equations, 1800, 2000, interest 200, time duration 2 years, 2 years interest 200, 1 year interest 100. From any of two equations, from first equation, amount is equal to principal amount plus simple interest. By using first statement, simple interest for 3 years, a time duration 3 years, a amount 1800, find principal amount, simple interest for 3 years, 1 year is equal to 100, 3 years 300, then principal amount is equal to 1500. Therefore, sum 1500, option C only correct. Suppose again calculate rate of interest, same information, same logic. Calculate second example, find rate of interest per annum. A rate of interest per annum, your formula SI is equal to PT or by 100. A simple interest for 3 years 300. Principal amount above statement 1500. Time duration from first equation 3 years. Find rate of interest per annum. Rate of interest per annum. In this equation, calculate is equal to R. R is equal to 300 by 45 is equal to answer. This model important to campus placements. Here important, here only amounts and time conditions are given. Calculate principal amount and rate of interest. Method easy. From two equations, calculate gap between amount only. That amount is 200, time gap 2 years, 1 year 100 and so on. Here, this is equation solving method. But calculate only principal amount 1500 and also calculate rate of interest, that is 300 by 45. 300 by 45 is called rate of interest per annum. So this question answer is 1500 only correct, option C. Next, sixth example, important. Yet Mr. Thomas invested an amount of rupees 50,000 divided into two different schemes A and B. Scheme A rate of interest 10%, scheme B rate of interest 15%. If the total amount of simple interest in 1 year be rupees 7,000, what was the amount invested? Amount invested means principal amount. Invested amount means principal amount. Now find out A scheme principal amount. A total amount of simple interest. Total amount of simple interest means total interest. Total interest means SI1 plus SI2. Time duration 1 year. Total interest 7,000. In the equation, find out only scheme A principal amount by using first equation. Total principal amount, here P1 plus P2 is equal to 50,000. Divided into two parts. Let P1 is equal to X rupees. Then P2 is equal to 50,000 minus X rupees. Your next, rate of interest per annum 10% per annum. Second, 15% per annum. Total income is nothing but total interest. SI1 plus SI2 plus SI1 plus SI2 is equal to 7,000. SI1 P1 T1 R1 by 100. A time duration, both the cases only 1 year. T1 is equal to 1 year. T2 is equal to 1 year. SI1 P1 P1 X T1 1 R1 10 by 100. SI2 here P2 50,000 minus X into T2 1 year R2 15 by 100 is equal to 7,000. In this equation, calculate only X. Your method is 10X plus 10X plus 75,000 minus 15X is equal to 7,000 into 100. 7,000 into 100. Next, in this equation, find out X, where X is equal to 10,000. X is called scheme A principal amount. 5,000, 50,000 minus X is called scheme B principal amount. Here calculate scheme A principal amount. X is equal to answer. Then option B only correct, 10,000. Easy method. But invested amount means principal amount. Total principal amount given. Calculate A scheme and B scheme but total investment P1 plus P2 50,000, that is divided into two parts. Here A scheme and B scheme. Total income, total income or total amount of simple interest, that meaning total interest. A total two schemes simple interest 7,000. Here SI1 P1 T1 R1 by 100, a P2 T2 R2 by 100 is equal to 7,000. In that equation calculate X. Suppose calculate scheme B principal amount 50,000 minus X rupees 40,000. Scheme B 40,000, scheme A 10,000. This is about sixth example method. Next, seventh, also important. Anil invested certain money at the rate of 6% per annum for the first 2 years, at the rate 9% per annum for the next 3 years, and the rate of 14% per annum for 4 years. If the total interest of rupees 22,800 at the end of 9 years, how much money did he invest? Like calculate investment means principal amount. Let principal amount is equal to P. Last statement, total interest given. Total interest means SI1 plus SI2. SI1 plus SI2 plus SI3 is equal to 22,800. The statement given, SI1 principal amount is equal to P. Time duration 2 years. Rate of interest 6 by 100. Second part, same principal amount to P, but time duration 9, time 3 by 100. Next, SI3, same principal amount, time 4 years, rate of interest 14 divisible by 100 is equal to 22,800. Next 12 into P plus 27 into P plus 56P is equal to 22,800 into 100. Next P is equal 19P. In 95P is equal to 22,800 into 100. Then principal amount is equal to 22,800 divisible by 95 is equal to 24,000. Option B only correct. This method also easy. A total interest given, same as previous example method. A total interest 22,800. Here first case 1 time duration 2 years, case 2 time duration 3 years, case 3 time duration 4 years, total time period 9 years. Here two parts, here SI1 plus SI2 plus SI3. Total simple interest P1 T1 R1 by 100. Here P2 T2 R2 by 100. P3 T3 R3 by 100 is equal to 22,800. Both the cases principal amount is constant. Here P1 is equal to P, P2 is equal to P, P3 is equal to P. In that equation, one unknown, find out principal amount. That is only answer of the given problem. That question answer is 24,000. B option only correct. This is about 7th example solution. Next, 8th example. The rate of interest in two banks, State Bank of India and HDFC, are in the ratio of 7:5. If a person invested some amount in both the banks and received equal simple interest from the banks in 2 years, the ratio of amount invested in SBI and HDFC respectively. Here amount invested means principal amount but not amount. Here option A 15:1, B 8:7, C 7:8, D 108:107. method. First statement, rate of interest to banks 7:8. Suppose first bank rate of interest R1%, R1 is equal to 7x. Similarly, rate of interest second bank is HDFC 8x. The next statement, equal simple interest. Equal simple interest means SI1 is equal to SI2, where SI1 is equal to P1 T1 R1 by 100. SI2 here P2 T2 R2 by 100, where P1 is equal to P1, a time duration 2 years, R1 7x by 100. Here P2, find P1 by P2, where T2 is equal to 2 years, R2 8x by 100. Here 2 to 100 get cancelled. Here P1 by P2, P1 by P2 is equal to 8x by 7x is equal to 8 by 7. Ratio is nothing but A is equal to B or A by B or A is to B. 8 by 7. 8 by 7 is equal to 8 is to 7. Option B only correct. This is about 8th example method. A simple interest topic. Any of the problem is belongs to simple interest. Just to apply the method PT or by 100. All the examples in simple interest using only one method. Principal amount, time and rate of interest. These three terms only important to simple interest. The next second condition. Suppose find the interest on rupees 1000 at 10% per annum for 2 years is dash. That example, simple interest and compound interest, the type of clues are not given. If clues are not given, that problems are always depending only simple interest. Here apply PT or by 100. Example, find the interest on rupees. Find the interest on rupees 1000 at 10% per annum for 4 years is dash. For 4 years is dash. Find the interest only. But simple interest and compound interest, the type of clues are not given. If clues are not given, that problem is always depending only simple interest. Now apply simple interest PT or by 100, where P is equal to 1000, time 4 years, rate of interest 10 by 100 is equal to 400. This is about second condition in simple interest. A next concept, compound interest. Here compound interest, first we calculate amount. Amount is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power of T, where A amount, P principal amount, T time in year. Next calculate compound interest. Compound interest, amount minus principal amount. If the problem is belongs to compound interest, first target amount, next compound interest. Directly not possible in compound interest problems. Your next conditions, conditions depending only time factor. When rate of interest compounded yearly, when rate of interest compounded half yearly, when rate of interest compounded quarterly, when rate of interest compounded half yearly, a 1 year rate of interest or percentage, half yearly rate of interest or by 2, or by 2. When rate of interest compounded half yearly, amount is equal to P into 1 plus R by 2 by 100 whole to the power of 2t. In yearly we pay 2 times, then power 2t or 2n. N indicate also number of years. Next, compounded quarterly. 1 quarter is equal to 3 months. In a year total we have 4 quarters. The 1 year or percentage, 1 quarter or by 4 percentage, amount is equal to P into 1 plus or by 4 by 100 all to the power of 4t. In yearly we pay 4 times, then power 4t. Next, when rate of interest R1 percentage in first year, R2 percentage in second year, R3 percentage in third year respectively, then amount after 3 years, A is equal to P into 1 plus R1 by 100 into 1 plus R2 by 100 into 1 plus R3 by 100 and so on, where time T1 is equal to T2 is equal to T3 is equal to 1 year. The simple interest increments only summation wise, compound interest product wise. In notation again same, time and rate of interest are convert into a same units. A time convert into a year divisible by 12. Year convert into a month multiplied by 12. But conversions are always depending only rate of interest. Rate of interest per annum is given. Time convert into a year. Rate of interest per month is given. Time convert into a month. Similarly, days also. A rate of interest per day is given. Time convert into a day. Rate of interest per annum is given. Days convert into a year. But days depending only ordinary year and leap year. Ordinary year divisible by 365. Leap year divisible by 366. This is information about compound interest. Okay, thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.